Budapest. Next stop, Budapest.
Buongiorno. Good day. And welcome to Learn to Speak Italiano in 20 minutes. Or so.
20 minutes?
Only this cassette teaches you all the words and the phrases you need to know for a holiday in Italia. A business trip to Italia? Or with a girlfriend in Italia. First of all, let's take the greeting. How you say, hello, hello.
Hello. Hello. So tedious trying to learn another language because you got to spend so much time trying to learn the basics, you know, those phrases that you say that you don't even think about ordinarily. It's amazing how much we say and we do is automatic response. You know, I can see that, well, when I greet people. I find when I greet people, I use the same basic greeting all the time. Hi, how are you? Usually get the same automatic response. Fine, how are you? Fine, thank you. All day long. Hi, how are you? Fine, how are you? Fine, thank you. Week after week. Hi, how are you? Fine, how are you? Fine, thank you. Gets to the point people don't even hear what you say. You can say anything to them. Hi, how are you? Up yours. Fine, thank you. Nobody hears after a while. See, it's just an automatic response. Thank you. That's an automatic response. How many times a day you say those words, thank you, or hear them, thank you? You know, I find it virtually impossible to thank somebody without being thanked back. Thank you. Well, thank you. No, I mean, really, thank you. Well, thank you, too. We say it so much. We vary it a lot. You know, thanks a lot. Thank you much. Many thanks. Thanks a million. Thank you much. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you now. Never could figure that one out, as opposed, I guess, to thank you later. We even thank each other for thanking each other. Hey, got your thank you note. Thank you. And they'll throw it right back at you. Oh, don't thank me. Thank you. I tell you, I hate to pay a bill at the restaurant anymore. I go through an orgy of thank yous with the cashier. Enjoy your meal, sir? Yes, thank you. It's very good. Well, thank you. Here's your change now. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. You have a pleasant day now. Oh, well, thanks. You too. Well, thank you. You'll walk away exhausted. And go out a door that says, come again. Thank you. Automatic. People say without even thinking. You're fired. Thank you. What? Why did I say that? Because you're taught to say it. From the time you're a child, you're taught to say thank you. You didn't say thank you. Well, excuse yourself. Say pardon me for not saying thank you. So I find if I'm not thanking somebody, I'm excusing myself. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me, pardon me. Oops, sorry. Pardon me. Oops, sorry. Excuse me, sorry. I bumped into walls and excused myself. Excuse me. Oh, it's a wall. Sorry. I've had people step on my foot, crush all my toes, and I'll say, excuse me. Huh? Oh, excuse me, sorry. Sorry, thank you, thank you. Then I'll go back to my room, be all by myself, and I'll belch, excuse me. Then I realize I'm alone. Oh, sorry. Why am I sorry? There's nobody there, see? It's that early training. It's just so powerful. And yet the government has no faith in it. No faith at all. Drives me crazy, see? Because everybody's been taught from the time they're able to walk how to cross the street. Drilled into your head from the time you're able to walk. Don't cross when there's traffic. Look both ways. Make sure it's clear first, then cross. But make sure it's clear first. Now, how much faith does the government have in that training? I go up to any busy intersection, any major city in the world, there's traffic roaring by. Look across the street and see that little electronic sign. Sometimes it's got a little red man on it. Sometimes it says wait. Sometimes don't walk. Insults me. I know I'm not supposed to walk. I've been taught that my whole life. I'd be a suicidal twit to step off the curb. Then when all the cars stop, the sign says walk. Well, I know it's time to walk now. There's nothing going by. I mean, they don't give us any credit for having any sense. And they must also think we're gazelles. I'll step off the curb, walk about 4 steps, look up, and the sign has changed back to wait. If they're gonna put a sign up, be practical. Put up one that says, "This is a short light, so run your buns off." I suppose there's some value to those signs, especially to visitors, you know, people who aren't aware of local traffic habits and patterns, because they are different. I mean, driving habits in particular, I think, are different in various countries. I found that out the hard way. It was in Italy last summer. I was late for a plane, and I learned the one thing that you should never do is ask an Italian cab driver to get you to the airport in a hurry. Signor, tell him to get me to the airport as quickly as possible. Grazie. Hey.
Photo, signor.
Now, some habits we're not even aware of when we do them. Interesting one, I think, is looking at your watch. I notice a lot of people do that when they walk in a room full of people that they don't know. And everybody looks at them, and you feel that momentary feeling of self-consciousness. That's the first thing people do when they get self-conscious. Look at their watch. Changes their attitude, see? It makes it look like they know what they're doing. Because you ask them the time right after that, they won't know, huh? I don't know. Mainspring's broken, I think. Men do that in particular, see, because when everybody looks at a man will either look at his watch or check his fly. Because there's that momentary feeling, well, God, why is everybody... Did I zip? I don't remember. Did I zip? So sometimes when a guy looks at his watch, that's a diversionary tactic while he checks his fly. And it works great unless his hand disappears. Then he knows he's in big trouble. That's why they bow a lot in the Orient. How are you? Cheap Hong Kong ziba. Goose breeze. Whoop. Also why there's no doorknobs in Oriental houses, I believe. Yeah, it's interesting. The study of habits and mannerisms and courtesies is a very interesting study. Now, sometimes these habits and courtesies can get out of hand. Take, for instance, the courtesy of opening doors for women. This must be the office here. Okay. All right. Now, hold it. I don't mind a little old-fashioned chivalry, but this is getting out of hand. I'm going to go in now. It's my... Now, those are the harmless habits. The ones you have to watch out for are the destructive ones. And they're always the ones that are the hardest to give up. Now, take Alex here. He's been smoking 80 cigarettes a day since he was 12. Morning, Alex.
What?
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, I get it. You're trying to give up smoking again, huh?
Yes, I quit. K-W-I-T, quit.
Quit? K-W-I-T? Now, where'd you learn to spell like that?
20 years in the Department of Education.
Look at he quit. What are you smoking a cigar for?
I am not smoking a cigar. I am smoking a crunchy bar. I mean, I'm eating a crunchy... Excuse me.
What? Hey, Alex, what are you gonna do?
The drag that thrills is the fag that kills. You have to be wacko to smoke tobacco.
What the hell's that all about?
It's all part of the cure. Every time I feel like a cigarette, I have to run to the window and scream anti-smoking slogans.
Does that work?
I smell like a pub ashtray. Oh, yes, it works. But the first time I tried it after making love, it scared the pants off the wife.
Maybe you should have done it before making love. That's the time to scare the pants off the wife.
You know what I mean. Well, what do you want to see me about?
Well, I wanted to find out how much money I got.
Oh, oh! You can't get it off with a smoker's cough.
Is that bad, huh?
Not quite. Yeah, but what's this sudden interest in your financial status?
Oh, there's been a ton of robberies in our neighborhood, and I just want to find out if I could afford a security system for the flat.
Huh? How much do you need?
Well, I read someplace in the neighborhood of what, 500 pounds?
500 pounds?
Yeah.
Do you know what you could buy for 500 pounds? A holiday on the French Riviera.
Yeah. Dinner for two in a London restaurant.
Or 750 packets of cigarettes. My lungs have more tar than the road neath your car.
Who writes the stuff for you, Rod McEwen? Now, look, I think it's very proud of what you're doing, but if you don't quit eating there, you're going to gain a lot of weight now.
You're right. You know, I'm up to 20 of these a day already.
Well, look, now, the first 6 weeks are the hardest. How long's it been for you?
A while.
What, 1, 2 weeks?
Not quite.
10 days.
No, it's more like 10 minutes. No, it's coming up to 20 minutes already.
Now, look, once you get over the hump, it's a piece of cake.
Cake? Did you say cake? Yeah. Do you want a packet, slice?
God, I want to find out how much money I got. I come in, I find my account and go on crackers, man.
You want crackers? I got crackers.
I'm sorry, I mean bananas.
You want bananas? I've got bananas.
Oh, Alex, jeez. I mean, how much...
Cheese? Oh, you want cheese? I got cheese. I got crackers. I got bananas. I got cake.
Ah, nuts. Look, I'm gonna go...
You want nuts? I got nuts. I got almond nuts. I got Brazil nuts. I got walnuts.
I'll see you later on,
I got
Alex.
cashew nuts. I got to have a cigarette. I know that I'll choke, but I love to smoke.
I know what the man's going through. I've done it myself. It's difficult to give up smoking because that's a habit that it's always been reinforced by the media, you know, by television, by magazines and movies. My God, in movies, every movie I saw, they were always smoking cigarettes. It's always had a glamorous, sort of manly image to me, you know. They always even had them in romantic scenes. And those romantic scenes always seemed like as soon as they would light a cigarette, they'd immediately put it out. Then they'd light another and put that one out, light another, put that one out. It's you. Yes, it's me.
Oh, God, Philip, I feel so terribly nervous about meeting you again tonight. Could I have a cigarette?
Of course, darling. Have mine.
Thank you. God, I needed that.
Amanda, you look so beautiful in the moonlight.
Oh, don't say that. Oh, Philip, 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 Philip.
Yes.
Light me a cigarette.
Of course, darling. Here.
Thank you. Oh, this is hopeless. You know what I want?
Yes. Is he with you?
Yes. Oh, God. Could I, please?
Of course.
Philip, Jeffrey knows about us.
Really?
You know what this means?
Yes. But what always amazed me about those films was that they smoked so much, it was a wonder they could speak at all. Of all the joints in the world.
Why don't you take that cigarette out your mouth, boss? I can't understand a word you're saying.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns in the world, and she walks into mine. Play. Play. Play.
Play what?
Play. Play it. Again.
Play what?
Meanwhile, back on the balcony with Amanda and Philip Morris.
Philip, you're so wonderful. You know just what I need.
Amanda. This can't go on.
Why not?
I'm running out of cigarettes. Well, looks like Alex crashed off the wagon. Suzanne! Hey, Suzanne, it's me. Would you come take this chain off the door? Oh.
Oh, my God.
Ow! What the hell are you doing? It's me!
Well, I'm just protecting myself from burglars.
Well, I'm not a burglar. I'm your husband.
Sorry,
You want to
darling.
protect yourself from me, you just have to get a headache.
Sorry.
Now, would you take the chain off the door, please?
Right.
What are you doing? Open the door.
I'm trying to get the chain off.
Well, you gotta close the door before you get the chain off.
Oh, right. You all right?
Yeah, fine. When'd you get that done?
Well, this morning, there was another burglary in the block last night.
Really?
This ain't gonna stop no self-respecting tea leaf.
Tea leaf?
Tea leaf thief.
Kelly, who's your friend?
Oh, this is Ronnie Blake, that security expert I was telling you about.
Oh, yes. Hello.
He's come over to give us an estimate for a security system for the flat.
Been a lot of burglars in this building, has there?
Well, yes, but so far we've been lucky.
Oh, it ain't luck. They just can't be bothered. It's hardly worth their while nicking this lot.
We've got some very nice stuff here.
Well, it might be nice to you, but to your average friends, it ain't worth a monkey's.
Well, where did you become such an expert, Mr. Blake? Were you with the police?
Only when they caught me. Yeah, well, before I became a security consultant, I was one of the nation's leading burglars. Spider Blake, they used to call me. The Sherpa Tenton of your high-rise buildings.
Oh, well, then you must know the business from the inside, huh?
Don't use that word.
What word?
Inside. It brings back terrible memories.
What do you recommend, Mr. Blake?
Well, I've cased the joint.
You what?
I've done my security survey, and that's my suggestion.
It's a floor plan of a bank.
Oh, sorry. That is another job. Now, by the way, you haven't got any valuables in Barclays High Street, Pinner, have you?
No.
Well, nothing to worry about, then. Well, now, we have a number of security systems. Do you mind if I have a look in here?
No.
We have the multi-maxi lock system. Do you keep the safe behind here?
No safes here. What's the multi-maxi lock system?
Well, that's 4,000 locks. It's probably too big for you. But then again, we have the mighty mushroom. That is the world's first nuclear home security system.
Nuclear home security. You sell many of those?
Oh, it's going like a bomb.
Well, look, we don't have missiles to protect here. You know, we just got personal belongings.
Well, then, probably your basic electronic system is just what you want.
Yeah?
Now, then, we run an open wire round all the windows and doors, and then before you leave, you turn on the switch, and that sends a current at 20,000 volts humming through the flat.
Humming?
Humming. And not only does it keep out the burglars, but it's also great for killing flies.
What is it?
Well, £800 for the system and about £3,000 a month for the electricity.
Don't you have anything simpler, you know?
Well, there is the panic button.
What's that now?
Well, it's a little button that's connected to your local police station. And if you think you're being burgled, you press it.
What happens then?
Well, a light comes on at the police station and they panic.
In other words, what you're saying is we have a choice of radiation poisoning, electrocution, or just being ignored by the local fuzzen.
Relax, it just so happens I've got the ideal system for you. Now, you can trust me.
We can?
Oh, yes, you just check with my probation officer. Now, if I was you, I would not hang about, because your average burglar always studies his victim's daily routine. In fact, they probably know exactly what you've been doing since you first woke up.
Oh, God, I do hope not.
She's right. Our daily ritual starts at 8 in the morning when my alarm goes off. I respond in my usual fashion. Now, the next step in this routine involves Suzanne, who comes in and gently rouses me from my slumber. Now, the next part usually takes a little time while Suzanne prepares for the next episode in our routine, loading the gun. This usually manages to stir me, and it's followed by a few moments of yawning and a bit of scratching. Now comes step 6 in our routine, the tuck and roll maneuver. It starts after the scratch and go back to bed ploy. Now you can see how the tuck and roll maneuver got its name. Now that I'm out of my womb-like environment, Suzanne is content to let the alien surroundings wake me, which they don't. However, I find it virtually impossible to resist step 7. Oh, I'm up! No, I'm up! Honest, I'm up!
Promise?
Yes! What time is it?
Midday.
Midday? I'm gonna be late! Why didn't you wake me? This is it.
Kelly, what are we trying to protect? The crown jewels? Haven't seen so many locks since we went through the Grand Union Canal.
Well, hold on a second here now. Gotta concentrate, because we gotta memorize the sequence of this locks, because if we get it wrong, then this alarm goes off, and from the looks of this thing, we're gonna get policemen as far away as Germany here, I think. All right, now let's see. This is 3 from the top, 3 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 4 from the bottom, 1, 2, 1. Got that? Okay. After memorizing sequence, destroy this paper.
What is this? Mission Impossible?
Thought they do it on TV. Now look, I'm gonna go right here. You lock me out.
That is the best idea that you have had all night. Right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go now. 3 from the top. 3 from the bottom. 2 from the top. Well, what's from the bottom?
3.
I did 3.
4.
Right, 4. 1 from the top. 1, 2 from the bottom.
2-1, you said.
Huh?
2-1.
No, 1, 2. Look, I ate the paper. It's 1, 2, all right? All right, here we go. 1, 2.
I told you it was 2-1.
God, it's terrible noise.
Oh.
Where's the instruction booklet?
Well, I don't know. Surely he gave you it.
No, he didn't give me an instruction booklet.
He didn't?
It must be on the back of that paper I ate.
Oh, Kelly, you idiot!
That wasn't my fault. How am I supposed to know? Now, look, cover the damn thing up. I'll fix it.
Hello? We are trying to stop it.
Turn that thing off! Turn it off!
We're doing the best we can.
Yes.
I'll turn the power off.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Here goes.
Quick. What do we do now?
Let's wait for the police. They're bound to come as soon as they hear this bell.
Open the door. It's the police. We know you're in there. Come on, come on.
What?
Hey!
over 200 people downstairs waiting to lynch you. Now then, where's this bell that everybody's complaining about?
What?
I said, where's this bell that everybody's complaining about? I must warn you, sir, you're very likely to be prosecuted for causing a disturbance of the peace.
What are you talking about? How come you didn't send anybody down when the damn bell went off?
Because we couldn't spare anybody, sir. We were all too busy on the phone answering the complaints of the people who couldn't get any sleep because of your alarm bell. Do you know we even got a call from Germany?
What would have happened if there'd been a real burglar?
Yeah.
Oh, come off it, madam. Have you ever heard of a burglar setting off a burglar alarm? I mean, a puff of wind, or a bird dropping on it, or an idiot, but never a burglar. I mean, the time to really worry is when it doesn't go off.
Well, I think that's really silly.
Yeah.
You may very well be right, madam. Now, sir, this bell seems a bit large for this premises. You had it long?
No, I got it yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
2275961798719090. That rings a bell. Oh, I got bad news for you, sir. This bell is stolen property.
What?
Nicked from Wormwood Scrubs.
What are you talking about? Are you kidding?
No, sir. The top security wing. I'll get a couple of my lads along later to pick it up, and in the meantime, sir, I wouldn't step outside for a couple of days if I were you. There's a group of people who want to string you up by the clappers. Good morning, madam. How do we help me, sir?
Oh, here. Oh, you believe that? I mean, of all the rotten tricks, selling somebody a stolen burglar alarm.
Kelly, I can't even think anymore. I've got to get some sleep. I'm going to bed.
I'll join you in a minute. I'll lock up. Don't want to get robbed. How did he do that? There's a 10 there. There's a switch back here. There. I'll be damned.